Good evening. Good evening, CEO, MD, and all the Swagalicious members, the Fantagresi members of Extra Large. I welcome everybody to this great Zoom meeting tonight. My name is Abosede Murakeyo, known as Ambassador Princess Murax with Extra Large. Extra Large is a great agricultural company that was started over 10 years ago to the glory of God. And when God started this great company, this great organization, this great health saver organization, he handed it over to MD and
Sorry,
CEO.
Can you talk about yourself first?
Okay. Okay.
So
I got into Extra Large through my sister, Governor Lady O. But then when I joined, I was still working. I was still at work as at that period. And most times when she goes for the meeting, the seminars, she would always tell me, and I would say, okay, Mutigboma, I will join, I will come. But the job then was so occupying that I didn't have the time to come for any seminar or anything. But I just joined, and I kept looking. Anytime she had investment and everything, she would call me. But because of the job, then I didn't have the time. But as God would have it, when I left job, and I said, okay, this Extra Large, I need to get into it. Meanwhile, she would always tell me, Bosse, oh, miss, I've been calling you. And I would say, but when I came and I saw what was happening there, I said, lo and behold, I've been missing. I just started on the food straight away. I closed my door to all the junks outside. I started with the food, and I was cruising well on it. So when investments came out, I didn't waste time to plug into it, even though I had done some other ones that I lost funds on. But when I had my investment with Extra Large, it was so beautiful. With the food, I was cruising well. Like I said, I closed my door to all the junks outside. I was cruising well with the food. I was cruising well with the investments. When investment comes, you just send me investment to daddy. I said, don't worry, I'm plugging into it. And like that, I kept plugging into it. When I registered my family members, my husband. I even registered my mom as well. All of them are on it. But I'm the one managing it for them. And the one that caught my fancy so much was one investment. I missed that investment, and that was the one she did for fish. And I was like, wow, hey, check where it become what so interest in the bank, that the ROI is more than what the bank is paying. I say, I'm not going to miss the next one. Even all the ones I did, it's not as if they were not good, but that fish was quite mouth-watering. So immediately it came out like this. In my rush to even pay for the fish, then I overpaid. Where I was calculating, I overpaid. I had already finished paying before I discovered that I overpaid. I now sent message, said no problem. And when it was discovered, my fund was returned to me. And to the glory of God, it has been a success story all the way. Success story all the way. I have this peace in my mind that yes, when I sleep comfortably. It's not a case of I have my money somewhere, I can't sleep. What will be the next news? What will be the next news about them? No, that fear never came up. And I thank God, because even during COVID, we were eating our Extra Large products. Extra Large made sure that, yes, they were able to transport food to us as close as to where we were. For those of us that didn't even have interest in what was the poison that was being sold in the market, they made sure we got food. And we were so glad that we had food to eat and everything like that. And during that period, there was no case of there was COVID. We were getting our ROI on all our investments, and everybody was at peace. I thank God that I didn't miss the opportunity of joining Extra Large. The only regret I have is that I should have joined earlier, or I should have been much more active earlier when I came in than I am now. And I thank God that even though I am now there, it's not late. because I've been showcasing it. And the recent health that exercise that we did, people, the radish, I sent it out to people I sent it to. They read it and the things that, okay, if you are this, and people were saying, I'm interested, and those that did, I kept quiet on it. I wasn't going to make noise to say, okay, this radish is this, is that. They were the ones coming back to come and say, Sister Morakinyo, oh my chef menstrual pain, Sister Morakinyo, Mama Sundada. I said, you see, if I had been saying it, you would think that, okay, I'm over pampering this thing to you or something. I said, I'm happy because I wanted you people, all ye men of little faith, that's the thing that happened there. Now you have gone to take it, you have seen it, and you are happy that it is working for you. Results are coming, and to the glory of God, no complaint. You are seeing improvement, and I'm happy about it. Now some will say, Gary Yama Tito Igba Lema Ba Mi Gbe Wa. Just tell me what you need. I'll go there, go and get it for you, and you will have it. But you can have it better if you become a member. If you are still there procrastinating that you are waiting, they've seen me now. I'm preparing. Oh God. This Thanksgiving is just sweeting my belly because my preparation is in top gear, as if I'm the only one that wants to be there. Inú mi ń dùn gan, because oh my Jesus, I can't explain the kind of fun and enjoyment I'm already seeing myself having for that Thanksgiving period. And I'm so happy that, yes, it is going to happen right in our face, and our seats will not be vacant or empty by His grace.
Amen.
Extra Large is a very great company. A very great company that God battered and handed over to our great CEO and my swagalicious MD. And I thank God because they have showcased it out to the world. You don't need to doubt. Just go and taste, and you will see that the Lord is good. That's the case of Extra Large. When you taste it, you will know that there is joy there. There is sweetness there. There is gladness there. It's an organization that deals in agricultural products. And what is the first thing that is paramount on the mind of Extra Large that we've been talking about to people is that we want everybody to have good health, have access to good food that will do wonders in your body, food that does miracle within the body system, foods that promote your health such that you don't have any business with the hospital. That is the kind of things that are coming out from Extra Large. Extra Large wants us, what our slogan says is that Extra Large wants you to farm easy, eat healthy, live healthy, and make money. Our farming easy is so great that we don't have fertilizers, we don't have pesticides, we don't have colorings, we don't have additives in it. It comes naturally, and with that you reap all the benefits, 100% benefits of the nutrients, God-given nutrients in the food, the products that Extra Large brings forth to the populace. And after that, you are doing farming easy, we eat healthy. Because we are members of Extra Large, and even to the general public, they are saying you need to eat something good, a great food that is nourishing to the body. So we at Extra Large, we are farmers, great farmers, swagalicious farmers that look good, that look young, that look handsome, that look beautiful. And because we are consuming what we produce, nobody believes that we are farmers, because we have won at Extra Large, we have won a great new apparel for farming. In those days, they look at farming that, yes, farmers are wretched, they are poor, but not in the case of Extra Large. At Extra Large, our farmers are superb. They are beautiful farmers. They are handsome farmers. They are rich farmers, financially, spiritually, and health-wise. Because God has made it like that at Extra Large. And when you eat healthy, you live healthy. Because we are eating the good food coming from the land that God has blessed with Extra Large, we are living healthy. We are not members of the hospital. We are not people that go seeking for deliverance of health somewhere, saying that please this or that. We don't contribute money to hospitals. Rather, we are eating the good thing that extra large, God has blessed extra large with, that is coming from extra large. And then when you make money, the aspect of making money, I know a lot of people want this, that yes, at extra large, we are making money. Of course, we are making money, because at extra large, you are farming easy, you are eating healthy, you are living healthy, and you are making money. These four slogans, when we look at it, and you look at the family members of extra large, you will see that all these four are present in our lives, and God has been doing a great wonder at extra large. Extra large does not tell you this is it, and then we turn around to say no, we have not said so. The integrity, the level of integrity in extra large is above 100%. Our word is our bond at extra large. When we say yes, our yes is yes. We don't go back on it. And when extra large promises you, they under promise you and over deliver. That is what I will say. When they promise you one, by the time extra large is coming to come and fulfill that one, they are fulfilling 100%, not 1% that has been promised you, but they are giving you 100% on it. In the recent health exercise that was done, we saw a lot of great testimonies coming out from people as to the wonders that the products of extra large is doing. In extra large, we make sure that when we say yes, that yes, we don't go back on it. We keep to it, and God has been blessing extra large tremendously. When I say tremendously, it is tremendously. We have extra large all over. We have in diaspora. Is it Ghana we want to talk about? In UK, we are present in about 3 different locations. Is it US that we want to talk about? People are joining extra large, and they are seeing the great wonders. Because God is present there, and we keep to whatever it is we say, God has really been very, very faithful to extra large, and they have been fulfilling their word to the letter. We do not go back on it at all. And at extra large, we promote it that yes, what you say, you keep to it. Our food is great, and it does tremendous things within the body. I've even seen people that are not members that we just met, and we just asking question, what kind of food product that is, just an ordinary explanation, and they have stuck to it that this your beans flour is superb, this your gari is great. Like that, people have fallen in love with the foods that are coming out from extra large. Extra large is 100% integrity, 100% organic. We benefit 100% from the things that are coming out from extra large. So with extra, if you are yet to be a member and you are part of this Zoom meeting, do not delay further, because delay can really be very dangerous. So that you don't come saying, if I had known, I should have joined long ago. Please join now. Do not delay, because at extra large, God is present there. In everything we do, in everything we touch, God is present there. And when I say I have this I keep saying it, that I have this unexplainable peace in my mind that tells me that yes, with extra large, you will go places. Extra large is for everybody. If you are yet to join, please don't delay further. It is a family that one needs to belong to be a complete person created by God. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ambassador Marax. God bless you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that very short introduction, and telling us about yourself and how you also joined Extra Large Farms. Thank you so much, ma. So for the benefit of the people that are joining us for the first time, we are Extra Large Farms, just like you heard. And we're a family of people who love to farm. So we are farming easy. We love to eat healthy. It's one of the things that brought us all together. We love to farm easy. We love to eat healthy. We love to, because we are eating healthy, we are living healthy. And then we are interested in making money as well, We're interested in making money because you just have to make money in this present world, whether you're in Nigeria or in any part of the world. Making money is a very important thing. And these days, you cannot even have a source of income and think you're doing well because inflation. People think that inflation is a problem of Nigeria. No, it's not. It's all over the world. So the more sources of income you have, the more rest you will enjoy as a person. So tonight, like we said, even though we are primarily known as farmers, at extra large farms, we have gone beyond the normal way of farming, adding value to farming. That's what we do. And that's why you see us calling ourselves swagalicious farmers. So we're adding value to farmer. We're wearing a new apparel, for farming, especially in Africa. So we're wearing a new apparel for farming. We're making farming. We're redefining farming. We're trying to represent it in a new way, than what people know about. I can see some people. Okay, so please, if you're not talking, I'd like you to mute, to just keep yourselves muted so we won't have distractions from different. In the process or in the bid to wear a new apparel for agriculture in Nigeria and to provide a home, a country, because we are a community, to be honest. We're a community of people who do the 4 things I said, So we have now gone ahead to create a city for ourselves where we call our own home. And we call that place the Extra Large Farms and Resorts Agri-Tech City. And that brings us into tourism. So it's a farm, it's an integrated farming settlement, but it's also a tourist attraction center. It's a city. It's the biggest luxury farm resort right now in the whole of Africa. And it comes with a lot of things which I'll be telling you about as we proceed. So for the benefit of tonight's Zoom meeting, we're narrowing down to tourism for wealth, how you can, generate a lot of wealth, in the tourism sector. Yes, like Mrs. Marak said in the introduction, there are 21 different ways of making money in extra large farms. Aren't you glad to hear that, especially for our new members? In farming, you can make money with extra large farms. In food distribution, you can make money with extra large farms. And there are different other projects that you can do with extra large farms that can give you money, And we thank God, like I said at the introduction, next week, Saturday, the 18th of November, is a day we are thanking God for 8 years of partnering with people all over the world. It's not 8 years of establishing extra large farms. Extra large farms is in 16th year now of operations as a company. But 8 years ago, we opened the doors of this company to well-meaning Nigerians and people all over the world to come in and for the love of agriculture, number 1, for the love of healthy living through food, number 2, and for the love of financial empowerment, number 3, we all came together and we started doing business. And we are thanking God for that partnership, which is 8 years old now, by celebrating our 7th annual end of the year Thanksgiving next week, Saturday, the 18th of November. So that tells us that some people have actually been here. Some people have actually been members of Extra Large Farm for the past 8 years, okay? So if we've been doing it wrong, then they would have left. If we've been doing it wrong, if I begin to open people now to begin to ask them when you joined, we hear people that have been here for 8 years, some people have been here for 5 years, some people have been here for 4 years, and so on and so forth. So we just keep growing and growing. And from about 17 members that we started with at that time, we're about 119,000 members right now, spread across about 5 continents of the world. That alone is enough reason to give thanks to God in our forthcoming Thanksgiving. We have just 7 continents in the whole world, and extra large is already represented in 5. Wow. So we give God all the glory. So if you're joining us for the first time, you're in a place of peace, you're in a place of rest, you are in a place of real access to information that will change your financial status, your health status, and generally the way you think about things, because we're a family of progressives in the extra large family. So I want us to go straight to the topic of tonight without wasting much of our time, so we can get back here how to wear very, very shortly. Okay, so when we talk about tourism, we're talking about, it's a social and economic phenomenon that involves the movement of people from one place to another, usually outside their immediate environment, in the pursuit of something. Majorly it's fun, in the pursuit of fun, in the pursuit of relaxation, in the pursuit of education, in the pursuit of culture, and all that is embedded inside tourism. And thankfully, that movement always comes with an exchange of value. And anytime there is value exchanged, then you can be sure that there is money also being exchanged. Like I always say, when you're talking about making money, the first thing you should think about is, what value do you have to offer? Because when you have value to offer, definitely there's going to be an exchange of money. The person who is giving that value is going to be at the receiving end of the money. So when we're talking about money, wealth, financial empowerment and all that, let's not always think about the money first. Let's think about the value we want to give, So in tourism, the organization, the country, the facilitator, or whoever is presenting that value called tourism, whoever is putting it together and is attracting people to come, they are the ones with the value at that moment in time, and they are the one that will be at the receiving end of the money. Don't forget, whoever is giving the value, so you have to give something first for you to receive something. So in this line, we're talking about value creation, and wealth creation. So if you are the creator of value, or if you are the one who is sharing value, of giving value, then you will be at the receiving end of the money. So if we're talking about wealth creation tonight as an extra source of income to all of us that are here, I don't care which business you're into, I don't care, what you do as a career or whatever. What we're talking about tonight is for everybody, So you can very well add this to whatever you do as a very, very stable and good source of income for yourself, okay? So, but the bottom line is sharing value. Now, most of the times, not everybody will be able to create value on their own. Not everybody will be able to create value on their own. So giving value doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the one to create the value. You can just be in the position whereby you now spread the news about the value and begin to earn from it as well. So you can plug yourself into a family or into an organization that has value and help share the value, spread the news about the value they have, and thereby position yourself for wealth creation. Okay, so I don't have to be necessary. For example, I have this jug here, okay, and I know, a lot of homes really need jug so that they can have somewhere, because I might not say that this water this cup of water will be enough for me to drink, okay? So I'll definitely need more than a cup. Then what do I need? I need a jug to be able to fill this cup anytime I want to drink extra water. So a company has gone ahead to think about the production of this jug, the production of this jug, so that people who need to have extra water by the side like me, they can just go and get this jug. So they are offering value. Definitely, I bought this, I paid. Okay, so the company who produced this have shared value, and I have paid them by giving them money. Now, somebody else can also benefit from the production of this jug. So somebody else may never know how to produce this jug, or may never be financially capable of creating or establishing a company that will produce this jug. So may never be able on their own to provide the services of producing this jug, and may never be able to earn money from it. However, another way of making money from this value that a company that has already created is by plugging myself, associating myself to this company that produces this jug, and say, okay, I might not be able to produce jug. I don't know anything about producing this jug. I don't have the financial capabilities to set up a company that will produce this jug, but I love to do this business. I like to tell people about that, oh, there's a very nice jug you can, have in your house and put water in it. And how, what would that be? It would be distribution. It would be sales. It would be marketing. Okay, so I just approach the company and say, okay, why don't I just become your salesperson or your distributor, or I just want to be buying and selling your products, or maybe I don't even have money to sell your product. Can I just go ahead and talk to people about your product? And when I have customers, I bring them to you and you pay me my commission. Value is being exchanged, and definitely money is going to exchange hands. And the person who is giving value is the one that will be at the receiving end of money. Simple as ABC. So we're talking about tourism tonight, and we are streamlining it to what we have at Extra Large Farms. I've already said that tourism involves the movement of people from one place to another, usually outside their immediate environment, in the pursuit of fun, in the pursuit of relaxation, in the pursuit of knowing more about culture, relaxation, enjoyment, recreational facilities and all that. So that's tourism, and it always involves money, and that's how the wealth creation comes. So Extra Large Farms, like I said, has the biggest luxury farm resort in Africa right now. It's seated in about 3,000 acres of farmland. And I hope I have the video on this device. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing the video before the end of the program. And we're now talking about how everybody here, can, I'm not saying everybody here may not be able to set up a resort by themselves, but your mind may not be going there. It may not be what you can do on your own, but you can begin to generate wealth, generate some revenue from plugging yourself into a family of people who already are into that business, by just saying, okay, so I'm just going to be a part of this, and even just by doing nothing but just telling people about this thing, I'm going to begin to earn money. But there are some basic facts that we need to know about tourism, especially in Nigeria. First, I like to let us know that a lot of people in Nigeria are, in fact, I've forgotten the name of the dictionary now. Is it Oxford or which one? That describes Nigerians as a fun-loving people from West Africa. We love fun. We love fun in Nigeria. We love to, enjoy ourselves. And we love to travel. Oh my, Nigerians love to travel. Oh. You know, Nigerians really, really love to travel. And it will interest you to know that every year, over 20 million Nigerians travel from one place to another. Every year, over 20 million Nigerians travel from one place to another in the search of new attractions, fun, recreational facilities, and so on, as they seek to receive themselves, relieve themselves every year of their everyday stress. They want to unwind, they want to cool off, their brains, and reposition themselves with a fresher mindset to meet their everyday challenges. Nigerians love to travel, whether you're talking about traveling within or traveling outside. And that's why you see that, there is always a rush at all the embassies. People are seeking for visas and all that, every time they just want to travel. Sometimes they ask somebody, okay, why are you embarking on this journey? And they don't really know. They just want to travel. They just want to leave. They just want to go somewhere. That's Nigerians for you. And we have, out of our 200 million population, we have at least 20 million people that does such travels every year. And over 5 million of this population spend an average of about 3 to 5 million naira on international travels. Out of the 20 million people that we're talking about, definitely they're more than that. We're just putting it on an average, So out of that 20 million population, we have about 5 million of this population who spend about 3 to 5 million naira, on international travels, expending an average of about 15 trillion naira on travels. This is not adding the remaining 15 million population. We took 20, so 5 million spend about 3 to 5 million on that, and that gave us about 15 trillion. And this is not adding the remaining 15 million population who can't afford international travels, but are also able to expend an average of about 500,000 to 1 million naira on local tourism, and neighboring countries expending an average of another 15 trillion. So there are a set of people who will never be able to afford a trip to Paris, a trip to Florida, a trip to Dubai, but they still love to travel. They still love to enjoy themselves. So what do? They stay within, or they go to neighboring countries. And we have about 15 trillion naira going out in that regard. Okay, so that's about 30 trillion naira revenue above, which has not captured the figure expended by multinational companies and local companies on trainings. When we're talking about tourism, it's not only for enjoyment or fun, it's also about education. It also has to do with economic purposes. It also has to do with training and all that. So we've not even captured the number of companies, multinational and local companies, that we've not captured the amount they expend on, getting their staff from one place to another, whether within the country or outside, for trainings, for retreats, for conferences, and so on. And that's going to run to another 10 trillion naira. Now, the question is, if all the people, have the option of holidaying back home in a fantastic place, which is more affordable and offers the same level of attractions and amenities in Nigeria, won't they stay? Especially now that tickets are just up north, So we've had a lot of people canceling their trips, canceling their flights, especially when it is not really essential, and say, well, let me just stay back home. Let's look for where we can stay right now and just, have our holidays back home. Now, another question is, as these people are settling down for, I'm not traveling, it's too expensive for nothing, just want to go and spend 1 week or 2 weeks, out of the country, and you're pressing the figures and you're seeing some 7-10 million naira, it's not really worth it, So they want to stay back home now. They want to look for another way to enjoy themselves, back home. But the question is, how many functional and luxury resorts do we have in Nigeria that can cater for the needs of this large population? How many? How many do we have in Nigeria? We can count very, very few. Very, 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 very few. So we do not have enough functional and luxury resorts. I choose the word luxury because people are not just looking for anywhere, anyhow to holiday. No, they're looking for what they don't see on the norm. They're looking for what is not the usual thing around them. They want to look for something new, something really, really fun, attractive, something that when you come back from your trip, you have a story to tell and you have a lasting memory that will keep you, till the next time you go for another trip. So we have just very few places in Nigeria that offers that kind of luxury, So telling us that we have a very large untapped and unmaximized market in the tourism industry. Now, extra large bean farmers, we have gone ahead to take farming beyond what people know. So we established a farm. Yes, it's a farm. Okay, so the idea of you coming a farm already is an attraction. Also, you can actually go on holiday in a farm. It's bringing out some questions in your head like, holiday in a farm? What's that? How is it going to be like? So you are even going to be interested. You really, really want to even know what it's all about. And then you begin to have questions. You begin to, nurse the idea, holiday in a farm. Okay, then oh no, it's not just a farm. It's actually a farm and a resort. Okay. Then the interest begins to grow. So extra large farms and resorts has established the most beautiful, most luxurious amenities and attraction-packed resort, which can simply be described as a paradise away from home. Oh, yes. Excuse me 1 minute. So it can simply be described as a paradise away from home. So the infusion of an integrated farming system as well as a natural waterfall amidst other attractions makes it a top destination for home. So thus the new resort also offers luxury at a very affordable rate. And the demand for its services at the moment is very high. Let me give you an example. We had a couple who were originally built to be in South Africa for their annual holidays because they went for a summit where the mortality rate, especially in Africa, is grossly tied to stress. That a large number of people in Africa die before their time because they are so stressed and they did not take time to take care of themselves. They never ever plan for holidays. They never ever plan for a time they're just going to set apart and say, okay, this week or in the next few weeks, I'm just going to take a break, and just relax and take care of myself, just look after myself. We don't really have that culture in Africa, though we love to travel, but we do not really intentionally do it because of ourselves. We just travel because we want to come back and say, I just came back from the UK, I just came back from Canada, I just came back from the US, So after they went for that summit, they made up their minds as a couple that they will always set apart a time, 2 times in a year, actually, and they will leave everything they're doing and they will go and just enjoy themselves. So they were built to go to South Africa, and I think they said they had a budget of about 6.5 million or so, including their tickets and accommodation. So somebody told them about extra large farms and research, and they were like, in Nigeria, are you sure? Okay, can we see? Then he showed them the video. First thing when they saw the video, they were like, oh, this is artificial intelligence. Now it can't be real. Where is this in Nigeria? Say it's in Nigeria, it's in Ogun State. Really? Can we have a look? Can we go visit the place? So they actually came on a day. Just thankfully that day was we have a familiarization tour that we do at Agri-Tech City where we invite people business people, top executives and all that to just come and share the business ideas and things that we do relating to tourism with them. So they were fortunate to be invited on that day. And when they came, they were like, what? 6.5 million is what we're putting together to go on a trip in the next 1 month or 1.5 months. But coming here now, we can see everything we're looking for, everything we want to go and see there is already here. So, and by the time they did all their calculations, they needed just about 700,000, for an 8-day stay. They were like, wow. So we're just going to cancel that trip and come back. So they came for the trip. I'll search if I also have their video and share. They came for the holiday at Extra Large Resort, and they were like, even within the holiday, in their 7 days, I think on the 4th or 5th day, they had to now invite their children, grown-up children. They had to now invite them over that, please, you guys really need to be in this place for the remaining 2 days they had. Come down and let's finish this holiday together. So we're talking about creating something that people are going to look for outside within, meaning that you are giving them value, a very great value, at a very minimal rate, at a very affordable rate, So they're still going to enjoy themselves like what they would have experienced if they go out there, still staying in Nigeria. So we are offering luxury at a very affordable rate, and the demand for these services at the moment is very high. I tell you, the demand is very high. So the only obstacle is people getting the information. And that's why you are here tonight, to tap yourself into that and begin to make some money for yourself. So with an estimated 100 billion naira revenue annually coming from excursions, okay? So we have a target for 1,000 schools, an average of 200 students each year, and they pay an average of about 3,000 naira. That's about 600 million on excursions alone. We have on retreats, conferences and trainings from 200 big companies at an average spending of 200,000 per person, and 20 personnel from each company. That's another 800 million naira. We have church retreats with about 300 churches. Am I too fast? Am I too fast? Let me hear you, please. Can some people unmute and let me know if I'm too fast?
You're okay.
I'm okay.
Oh, you're doing well.
I hope you're catching it.
Yes, we're catching everything. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Oh, somebody says the volume is, let me read that, please. Okay, the person has been answered. This is not audible. It's only me being affected. I did not hear anything. Okay. So please just check your volume. I think everybody here can hear what I'm saying. So let me go over that again. So we are, for example, just coming as low as possible, 1,000 schools coming for excursion. I must also let you know that before the establishment of Extra Large Farms and Resorts, the agri-tech that we have right now, we actually had a smaller capacity training center, which was our farm training center and an excursion village in Ota, in Ogun State. And we've been running that also for about 6-7 years. And there is no year we have less than 10,000 children coming for excursions. Okay, so now we're going further to enlarge because we have a larger capacity now. And we're talking about 1,000 schools, coming on excursions annually, with an average of 200 students, and that will give us 600 million now. So from retreats, conferences, and trainings from 200 big companies at an average spending of 200,000 per person with 20 personnel from each of those companies, we have another 800 million. Now, let's talk about churches. And I want you to also begin to picture these things in your mind, because it's what we're going to do. It is what will give you the money. So pen down schools, pen down companies. If you want to do tourism business, these are the people or the organizations that you need to work with, to be able to generate wealth from tourism. So talk about schools, talk about companies, talk about churches, So churches, we have a lot of churches. In fact, I was made to understand that in Lagos State alone, we have about 70,000 churches in Lagos State alone. So we had this 70,000, that's in Lagos State alone. So, and we are even saying, we're just talking about it, So church retreats with just 300 churches and at an average of 100,000 naira spending per person at 50 people per church. Did somebody get that? So we're just working with 300 churches from wherever, Lagos, Ogun State, wherever, Oh, I'm getting an echo there. Where is that echo coming from? Thank you. I think it was because many people were unmuted. So if we're working with just 300 churches, and we all know in your community where you live, you know the number of churches that are in your community alone. And we all know that they like to go on retreats. Let's talk about mosques as well. There are a lot of Islamic organizations around us, that we can also walk up to and share value with them, telling them about our tourism business. Okay, so if we're working with about 300 religious bodies, so whether churches or mosque, at an average of people who can spend 100,000 on holiday annually, and we're talking about 50 people from each of these associations or bodies, then we'll be talking about another 1.5 billion, And we have given ourselves a target at Extra Large Resorts to bring in 1 million visitors or families or campers every year for an average of 2 nights holiday annually, which is give us 100,000 spending per person averagely, and on the 1 million people, and that gives us about 100 billion naira. How can this be yours? How can this benefit you? So if those behind the 100 billion people, we are just 1 million stakeholders with a net profit of 10% per annum. Can you do the math on you? Can you do the math? Can you do the math on your calculator? So that is why all of us are here tonight. Quickly, let me see if I can get the video of videos. Yeah, videos. 1 minute, please. So this meeting is for everybody. It's for somebody who loves to, who will be able to earn money. Okay, I think I have one here. So let me share screen now. Let me share screen now. And when we come back, we shall be okay. We are ready now. So this is Extra Large Agri-Tech City, Extra Large Farms and Resorts. His video is even very old. This is an old video. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Let me also show you this one. Yeah, thank you very much. How many people love what you just saw now? How many people love what they just saw now?
I love it.
I
Beautiful.
love it.
Very lovely, ma'am.
I love
I
what you
love
just saw, what
it.
you just displayed.
Awesome. Very
It's
lovely.
amazing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. So now we're talking about, holidays and all that. We also need to talk about the different type of holidays that we have, So some people can be coming for an holiday for a particular purpose, because sometimes, when you don't define the reason for something, the need for it may be so interesting. So we have different types of holidays, and we have different reasons for you to visit that. Let's start from the smallest, which we call excursions. And I want us to begin to note it down, because every item we're talking about is capable of, giving you massive income. Let's talk about excursions. When I'm talking about excursions now, begin to picture in your head the number of schools around you where you live, the number of schools around you where you work, and all that. Talking about excursions, we open up this farm and resort for people from all over, children from all over, from nursery, primary, secondary school, and higher institutions, to be able to come to this city. Can we please, okay, let me mute everybody. I think the noise is too much. Okay, so we open up to allow children, teenagers, adults from even universities to come to this resort for their school excursions. So they are coming there for excursion. Excursion now has gone beyond just going to see something. They also want to enjoy themselves. And we at Extra Large, we always want them to have a very beautiful and lasting memory. We want them to go back and keep talking and talking and talking about this place. And to the glory of God, we've been able to achieve that, over the years. We've had people come, for excursions, and then the children come for excursions, and we end up receiving calls from the parents. Oh, my child came on excursion to your school and he will not stop talking about it. We want to come back as a family and all that, So we've been able to create an impression. We've been able to give them a very beautiful, lasting memory coming to the resort. So they're coming to that place for education. So they're coming to an integrated farming system. They're going to see farming, how it's being done. We take them to the farms and all that. They're also going to be able to enjoy themselves, see some very beautiful attractions. For example, we have our animal sections, we have our cattle section, we have our goat section, we have our turkey section, we have our geese section, we have different animals, we have ostriches, we have monkeys, we have peacock, we have rabbits, and so many things, horses, camels, donkeys, that they will be able to see when they come to the farm, you know. And then talking about fun, you know, apart from just farming, for example, we have a waterfall. Let me see if I can get that picture on this particular device. Where's my recents? Yeah. So they can be able to visit, the waterfall. It's like a mountain. Yeah, this is the screen. So, all right, yeah, you can see this, another attraction center for them to see when they come. So we're talking about excursions now for children, but we can see that this is not only for children, even adults can be able to enjoy this one as well. Look at it, look at it. Now it's better than this, you know, because every day we're working, we're improving, we're adding value. For people be coming next week, Saturday, for the Thanksgiving, get ready to be wowed. So you can see the waterfall. I hope I can zoom in. Yeah, you can see the waterfall here. So we have hot and cold water coming out from the mountain. And then inside that mountain, you know, you can see the entrance to the cave there. You know, so you have the healing cave inside that place. And up above this mountain, you have a rooftop restaurant where you can, you know, just go there, chill, enjoy yourself, have some unusual food, you know, and enjoy yourself. So children, adults, everybody can be able to enjoy that. You know, moving away from this place, you could see in the video, there's a beautiful, very large size swimming pool. Where is that video again? Okay, so these are still some people at the coming down from the mountain. Okay, so this is the inside of the rooftop restaurant, inside the cave upstairs, inside the cave on the mountain upstairs, you know, so you can see people enjoying themselves over there.
We are not seeing anything, no.
You are not seeing anything?
We can't
Yeah.
see the pictures, the
Yes,
video.
I'm not seeing, no. Not seeing
Dad,
anything.
we are not seeing anything. No.
You're not showing us. You're watching it and you're just telling us.
Oh, thank you.
You are muted, please. MD, you are muted.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So this is inside the mountain on top in the rooftop restaurant on top of the mountain. You know, you have all this there. And you see, this is coming down. Okay.